Now we will see magnetic hysteresis. In last class we have seen what is electromagnetic induction and what is Faraday's law's first law and second law, what it states, and after that what are the types of induced EMFs, like self-induced EMF, mutual induced EMF, and what is Lenz's law, and those things we have seen. And after that, inductance, what is self-inductance, what is mutual inductance, those parameters also we have seen. After that, series, suppose two coils are in connected in series, what is the value of each coils, and if two coils are connected in parallel, what is the uh, equations for inductance. All these topics we have seen in last session. Now we will see magnetic hysteresis. What is magnetic hysteresis? You know the one already we have seen. What is b flux density. So the density of the flux. Okay. What is h? Magnetic field strength. Magnetic field strength. H. So magnetic field strength. Now we will see the curve is like this. Suppose this is 0 point where magnetic field strength and magnetic flux density is both are 0. Suppose slow, whenever magnetic field strength is increasing or magnetic field force is increased, magnetic field density also will increase. Slowly it is increasing and reaching up to maximum point. This is called maximum flux density and maximum magnetic field force. Okay, this is. Now after reaching at maximum point, suppose if you decrease the magnetic if you start decreasing the magnetic field force, then what will happen? So it will decrease. Start, it is also flux density also start decreasing, but it is not decreasing to 0 as per its original point. So it is not 0, it is decreasing up to certain point only. this point is called this point is called coercive force. Okay, this point is called so this is the flux density up to which only magnetic flux density will reduce, even force become 0 also. Now what you will do? So to become flux density 0, you have to apply some negative force, that is negative force in negative direction. So if you apply negative force, then what will this whatever value is there, it remind final reminded flux. So this flux density will slowly reduce and it reaches to 0 point. So just to 0 point because of negative force. So in same negative force, suppose this negative force still further increasing, what will happen? This flux density will increase in negative direction and it reaches to maximum value again at some point. This is maximum flux density in negative direction. This is minus b max. Okay, now again same function. So if you start decreasing the magnetic field force, then what will happen? It will slowly decrease. Magnetic flux density also slowly decrease and reaches up to 1 point. Okay, it is not reaching to 0. And same again, if suppose magnetic field force is increasing in positive direction, so then it slowly decreases to 0. Okay, and it is slowly decreased to 0. And suppose further if you increase, it slowly increases to peak point A. So after peak point A again, if you decrease the magnetic motive force, then same nature, whatever earlier we have seen, same curve will be follows. Means same curve will follows. Suppose it is started like this, it is come like this, and it is came like this, and came like this. Okay. So this is called BH curve or magnetic hysteresis. It's called BH curve or magnetic hysteresis. So based on this curve or this proper topic, you will have some kind of questions. and we will see those. Okay. Energy stored in magnetic field. Based on this nature of the magnetic state, so some energy will be stored inside the magnetic material. Inside the magnetic material, some energy will be stored inside this. So what is the energy stored equation for that? So energy stored for in magnetic field equation is half Li square. Here L is the self inductance of the magnetic field, I square is the current which is passing to the inductor is self induced inductance is called current I. So now energy stored is equal to half Li square. If you see, this is equivalent to, almost equivalent to the energy stored in the capacitor. Energy stored in the capacitor formula is half CV square. Here C is nothing but capacitance of the capacitors. V is nothing but voltage, because capacitance mainly depends on the voltage. Capacitance depends on the voltage. Electrostatic field means, if you whereas a magnetic, so the stored energy is depends on the current. That's why I square is given. So half Li square you need to consider. Okay. Now you see, if both coils are seriously connected, then for the formula is like this: half into L1 plus L2 plus L2M. Suppose a series oppositely connected, L1 plus L2 minus 2M. Okay, opposite. This is next. Rise of current in a inductive circuit. This like earlier in capacitors chapter, you have seen rise of voltage in a capacitive circuit, where voltage is a function, here current is the function. So now same as this. Now capacitor is opposes a sudden change of voltage, inductor is opposes a sudden change of current. So the only difference is here current and voltage only difference. Okay, remaining almost same. So if you take the circuit where some resistance and inductance are there, if you close the circuit with some source, then current will slowly rise. Whenever switch is closed here, current will slowly rise to like this, and it will go. So whenever any curve is in rising mode, then what is the equation? I, I equal to Im into 1 minus e power t by tau. Tau is nothing but here time constant. Time constant formula of RL circuit is L by R, whereas in C capacitor circuit, RC, time constant. Okay, this is like this. Time constant, time constant are nothing but what? So the time which is required to reach the 63.2 percentage of maximum value is called time constant. Okay, it's a time constant. Time constant of the RL circuit is also maybe defined as the time during which the current actually rises to 0.632 of its maximum steady state value. Okay. Now decay of the current in an inductive circuit. So after some time, suppose if you disconnect the switch with A and connect to B, then what will happen? This source will be isolated. Only this whatever energy is there in the inductor, that energy will only circulate in the loop. You cannot expect any energy in the resistor. The resistor is purely dissipating component. It is not in energy storage component. Inductor or capacitors are energy storage capacitors. Because of energy, this storage of energy, only some current will pass through the circuit even source is disconnected. So now current, if you see the current will decay like this. Current will decay like this if you disconnect the source. It means it is not decreasing to zero suddenly, decreasing from peak value to maximum value to zero slowly. So in this case, the current equation is whenever any waveform is decaying, then Im into e power t minus tau. Okay, here the time constant definition is, it is reaching whenever it is reaching to 37 percentage of its maximum study value. Maximum 37% means here study value is 0. 0 it is the final decaying and reaching to 0 no? So before reaching 0, whenever it is reaching to 37%, then it is a max time constant. Okay, transient curve rise in a oral circuit, you see. Okay, what is whenever you connect the switch to A, then supply is connected to the RL circuit. Then what is the current through the circuit? Current through the circuit is like this. Current through the circuit is like this. It is in rising mode. So formula is I equal to Im into 1 minus e power t by tau. Here tau is time constant. This is in rising mode. Okay, now what about the voltage? Whatever the voltage we are, because of when current is increasing, voltage also increasing now in the resistor. So what is voltage? Voltage also a resistance in across the resistance. Slowly current is increasing. I equal to V equal to IR. When slowly current is increasing, then the resistance voltage also slowly increases. It falls same current. So here VR formula is this one. So VR formula simply I into R. Okay. Now what is the voltage across inductor? Whenever, because of inductance property at zero state, at zero condition, at 0 point, current is zero. When current is zero, what is the voltage across inductor? Voltage across inductor will be maximum. It is nothing but same voltage will come across this inductor. So this is whenever current is slowly increasing, then voltage, what will happen? Slowly increasing means it is completely the total voltage will try to come to the resistance, and to voltage across inductance will slowly reduce. Okay, slowly reduce. This is the formula for this one is nothing but V equal to Vm e power minus t by tau. E by tau, because in decaying mode. Okay, these are the transient current rise in the RL circuit when it is closed. Switch is closed. Suppose switch is opened, means this is this is disconnected and connected here. So what will happen? This energy will, whatever energy inside the inductor will circulate through this loop. Okay, so now what will happen? If you see the current, initial current will be high of circuit, and slowly it is decreasing. It is decaying mode. So total I at any instant current I equal to Im into e power t by tau. So tau. And suppose when it is happening, then voltage, what about voltage? Voltage also, when current is reducing, voltage across the resistor also reducing. Okay, so it is also in decay mode. So what about inductance voltage? Yes, inductance voltage earlier when it is connected to source, finally it is coming to zero, no? So that zero, now whatever zero, that zero is coming to now slowly increasing to negative. It is slowly increased to negative value. So this is VL equal to minus V into e power t by tau. So like this, decay currents in RL circuits and increasing currents in RL circuits we can find with these formulas. Okay, these formulas. Now in this chapter we have seen magnetic, once we'll recollect magnetic hysteresis we have seen. So magnetic property of the relation between flux density and magnetic flux force or flux strength, energy stored in the magnetic field, the equation we have seen of Li square, and rise of current in inductive circuit we have seen, and decay of current in inductive circuit we have seen. So And what is the, if suppose RL circuit, one RL circuit is there, what is the current and voltage equations in the RL circuit we have seen, and the formulas also given. These formulas are important. It is similar to capacitor formulas also, but only you need to understand the concept of why it is increasing, why it is decreasing. You need to understand. That is the concept of resistor and inductors. Transient current decay in RL circuit also we have seen. So with this we have the electromagnetic induction chapter is completed, and magnetic chapter already completed. Okay, so number of questions will come on this. Please try to practice number of questions on these chapters. We will have one session with only objective questions based on these topics, so we will see there. Okay, thank you.